luck with that. Am I on the table? I got the high ground, bitch! I love that was the killing blow.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker. We can finish this.
Not the clicker. You can help. I must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
Lad's in danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story. If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit! Logan is in the story. I couldn't get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now.
It's as simple as changing
to do this
it.
to Logan. To my family. Tor,
Oh, fucking hell.
are you okay?
You took your sweet time to come save your grandpa, huh?
I could shove you back in there.
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. Sorry. Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
You better. Welcome back to Alan Wake 2. Ended chapter. Yeah, it's not as simple as just changing the story. I mean, hell, look. He tried to destroy the dark place with the clicker, and he sort of failed and or made it worse? You and I need to talk.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears.
I can tell.
We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
Fair enough. Mind place.
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power.
Yep.
My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot?
Maybe. Grandfather?
You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin are part of my family.
They really are. It's not just a story, it's true.
You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end.
Damn. That's interesting. What about your father, though?
Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe.
That's noble and all, but if they have been captivated by the story... For Wake to save Alice, and even then he struggled to do it, he trapped himself in the dark place to do it. So, if that happened when he tried to stop the dark place once, what happens if you try and stop it now? What about the clicker?
I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp. Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake.
Is it?
He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
See, you think that. You think Tom and Wake are the same person, but I'm thinking they're not. I'm thinking Scratch and Tom are the same person, but Tom is Tom Zane, not Alan Wake. 'Cause Tom wrote a story. We saw him in the dark place. He was a real other person in the dark place. So I'm thinking Tom is the dark presence. But they're confusing Tom with Wake because they don't know about Tom. They don't even realize he's part of this story whatsoever. Even Wake doesn't realize it because he doesn't fully remember what happened in the dark place. He just knows bits and pieces and he's slowly putting it together.
Tor's here, in the overlap. Gotta find him and get the fuck out.
Pardon? What?
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
Careful. Like Wake said, when you're dealing with what you're dealing with now, things become complicated. Trying to change one little bit of the story becomes much more difficult. There we go.
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry.
Yeah, people make mistakes, and considering they have some kind of weird mind power, yeah, that amplifies what kind of mistakes you can make.
Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. I'll drag my sorry ass over to Odin. A few shots of the Andersons' finest will fix us both up.
Oh, dear God.
Saga.
Yeah, please don't drink
the FBC
too
is
much.
holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake, and I have the clicker.
Good luck with that.
We have to work together to stop this.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's the,
Casey.
FBC.
Do you read me, Casey? Damn it.
That was
Where
doubtful.
are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus,
Yeah.
Saga. Get to the station. To Wake.
Yeah. Thing is, though, you're assuming because you can remember your daughter is alive that you're not, in a way, being pushed by the story. But think about it. What does a grand hero that is going to be successful need? They need a reason to keep going. If your daughter was dead, what reason would you have to keep going? What reason would you have to keep fighting? You'd have no one left. But everyone thinking your daughter's dead and you knowing she's alive gives you a reason to push, to go forward, even when the story gets tough. So I think you are manipulated by it, and that's why you think Tom and Wake are the same person. It pushes you in the direction it wants you. The story is controlling you, even if only minorly. Also, this is a real place. I'm getting worried that means I can be attacked in here.
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
Holy shit! You got what that means, right? The cord missing. The switch. The clicker. Her lamp is the one Wake's using in the dark place, and she put it in a shoebox which allowed it to be transported to the dark place where Wake could use it to... That's what he changed. He gave himself something he could use to truly manipulate that place. Was Cynthia Wake's mother? Because remember, his mother gave him that clicker and Cynthia is more connected to this than we realized. What if... I'm thinking there needs to be some connection to people related to Bright Falls and stuff of that sort for them to be manipulated by the story. So, what if that's why Wake was chosen? That's why he always had these dreams. Because she was with Zane. She was with Tom Zane. What if Wake is Zane's child? And that's another part why he has the nightmares. Why he can manipulate things. And why everyone keeps thinking Tom and Wake are the same person. Holy shit. Another page.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
Damn. So that's what happened with his eye. They fought the Dark Presence once before, and it ended predictably. So, wait. That also means they made a deal with the Dark Presence once before. Curious. Okay, if I go through here, I'll be able to get back to where I started. I mean, I could just go back that way. Back out the way I came, but I want to grab what I can from around here. See if I can find more pages.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ahti was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
Hey, well, looks like Rose is more connected to this than we thought. You know, I'm making a lot of attempts to understand and assume about the story, trying to piece things together, and I hope that by the time we get to the end of this game, everything will be explained, but at the same time, it's Alan Wake. It's much like Control. Things aren't explained. You don't get an explanation, you get an ending, and if you figure out the explanation from there, good on you. If you don't, go screw yourself. I think I did something backwards, but okay. Right map, hold. No need to get into a gunfight.
Another locked box.
Yeah, I found the key. There's
There's another lunchbox.
Don't pretend to be anyone or anything besides who you are. Well, in this case, I don't get a choice about pretending. Interestingly enough, all this also means that Tor and Odin in the first game knew more than they were letting on, but I guess to some degree they didn't know to tell Wake. They didn't realize, I guess. Or they were drunk? Probably drunk. Maybe didn't realize. Maybe a bit of both? All that for one little box. Oh, no, it's a safe house. Ooh. See, I did want to swap realities and go back to Wake, because, you know, I'm doing that thing, which is actually working out really freaking well. But I also intended to go get resources. You know, yeah, switch realities. That was my plan in the first place, so let's go. And we're back. Currently, our goal is to head to Parliament, right? What the hell?
Scratch was closing in, gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from Alice.
I mean, theoretically, he's already escaped. Maybe not quite where he wanted to. I'm guessing Scratch wanted to escape, and which part of why he was screwing with Alice, but not actually taking her, was because he wanted to escape in New York, essentially. A place full of victims, full of power that he could use and attach to. But here in Bright Falls, if he escapes from Cauldron Lake, he's limited in what he can do. He's stuck there, essentially. Which gives us time to try and recontain him. Thank you, Albert. Glad we got the automatic elevator doors working again. Swear to God, Scratch. Ah, God damn it! I knew it!
Go to hell!
Alice? Return. Return. Initiation 6. Alice? Sweetie, I'm home. I'm not a murderous, cannibalistic type of demon creature. I'm your husband. Boyfriend? What were you there again? Yeah, crap. That's not creepy at all.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Curious. Hang on, let me look around, see what I can find. Before I go that way, because that way seems like the way forward. Anything good with you back home? Just checking in. Whoa, what the hell? Sharks circling, they now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie or a TV show or, get this, a fucking video game. I told them to fuck off. Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Alan. I hunted her down, her publisher, and told them we'll sue. Oof. A lot of bits and pieces about the aftermath of everything that occurred.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
So that's your office, then, which is, of course, where the manuscript is.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Makes sense. She needs somewhere to develop the photos. Oof. So that's him. Something... Not much things are too personal. The photos are me. Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the mature. Okay. He was here. He took our form. Used it. Which is why I think
Alice's
Zane...
work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
It's part of the reason I think Zane is Scratch and not Wake. Because Scratch could only take Wake's form after Wake's gone, but Wake's not gone. He's here. He's alive and fighting. I think he's just used the face, the image.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
That's gonna screw it up. Guess, yeah, it works, but at the same time, when you stop caring, you lose what makes you human.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough.
Or breakdown.
I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
You saw that too, right? The light in the background went out. Darkness pushing in, ever closer, ever more controlling.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Oh, shit. I knew she was off the deep end, but she is really off the deep end. Capturing the essence of darkness and chaos is not a good idea. Here we go again. There it is.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch.
The notes.
I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
That's why he wrote her in.
No!
Did we just see Wake die? So that's why he wrote her in. He didn't write her in because he wanted to or he knew about her. He wrote her in because he saw her. He didn't even know about Logan. He just knew about her, knew she was there. And that's why all the edits are there. It's Wake editing Scratch's story that he forced Wake to create while he kept Wake trapped. Oh, shit. He probably did write it, just doesn't remember. Scratch pushed him deeper and deeper until he couldn't see anymore.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
Yes. This is a weird place to wake up.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
Okay.
I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
Oh, good luck with that. Part 1, The Mask. Running out of time, Scratch wrote Return. He stopped me before I could reach the end with my edits. He had it now, the horror story would still come true. I had to stop Scratch before he escaped. One last chance, one last draft of initiation to get me there. So this is where we escape, where we succeed.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm thinking Zane is Scratch. Yo. Everything's flooded. We're a lot closer to the wake we know. Initiation 7, Mask. Still locked? Still locked. Okay, Wake. Let's see what madness we're walking into this time. God, you are looking rough. Mr. Door, if that is your real name.
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
Ooh.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
I knew it.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
Here we go again.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Maybe a sign things are breaking down, getting problematic. Of course, it can't go out that way. That'd be too easy. I don't think Door is Scratch, nor do I think I don't know who he is. He's the wild card here. I'm not quite sure if he's a friend, if he's a foe. Is he dangerous to what we're trying to do? Oh, crap. I don't exactly know what to think of him. Back!
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, Ahti. Also, why are you calling me Tom?
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onwards set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Okay, Door didn't seem
Door
happy.
didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Perkele, sehän olisikin.
Yep. I guess to some degree Ahti, I don't know if he's confused or if he's trying to play his role while also telling us, hey, dumbass, Zane is the bad guy.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Ahti.
He's a good man. Also, yeah. Tom Zane, I'm convinced. Tom Zane's the bad guy. He's the dark place.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in...
And I don't know if Ahti's getting us confused or if it's just this place. But Tom and Wake, I think, are two different people. Tom is the Dark Presence, who... I think Tom became the Dark Presence when Wake destroyed the original one that Tom created and gave power to. When we destroyed that work that Tom made, he became the darkness.
But first, I work.
And that's part of why he has such a hate boner for Wake. Because Wake destroyed his work, destroyed what was probably a paradise for him. He could do whatever he wanted in this world. He could be whoever he wanted, and we destroyed that.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Yeah, I get that, Wake. I'm just checking corners, making sure we're safe. Here we go. Shoebox. And photos.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Yep. Seems like we're working on multiple fronts here. Okay. Oh crap, I'm outnumbered. Okay, let's get back up to the surface. Whoa, crap. End of part.
I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm trying to go way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. Oh, she was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. And I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat words? I don't recognize these words. Where are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Wait. Wait? That's a strange name. Wait, that sounds like a character's name. I write that name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be in the story. Just write these out of the stuff already. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Culture the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a room. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
Okay. He may have gone a little further off the deep end than I realized. Hang on. Okay. At this point... See, we only have this one. We only have, this one. I think we're still in, no, we went through mass. We only have 2 initiations left, 8 and 9, but we still have 6, 7, 8, and 9 for return. And I think at this point I kind of want to start moving back and forth between their stories because things are coming to a climactic end. There is a bucket here, isn't there? Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump ship real quick. Let's go back to Saga's reality. Try and make progress there. I think this is the best way to do it now, because we're starting to get to the point where the two realities are scratching closer and closer to one another, and essentially, they're cutting it. We're cutting it real close. What the hell? That wasn't there before.
The 81st annual Deer Fest was just around the corner. Everyone in Bright Falls was bustling. There were banners to be hung, pies baked, deer masks sold. Bright Falls had made the top 100 American small town list for its modest rustic charm. The town expected a lot of tourists this year, but a shadow hung over the Deer Fest preparations. The forecast promised rain. Fearful whispers promised more murders. The police were on high alert. Sheriff Breaker had deputies patrolling the streets at night. Bright Falls was no stranger to odd happenings, but to cancel Deerfest? Out of the question. The townsfolk were anxious, their anticipation mixed with fear. People had restless dreams. The lights seemed dimmer. Floodwater pressed in on the town, and the shadows poured in with it.
Well, that's creepy. But yeah, at this point, as we get closer and closer to the end, instead of these being like two stories separate from one another, I want them to start kind of start happening at the same time. As Alan gets closer to his escape and everything he did in the dark place, we get closer to doing what we're doing here in the real world. The two worlds finally hitting one another. Two powers hitting one another. As well, I don't want to complete Alan's stuff and then still have a bunch of stuff left to do with Saga. Oh crap. Oh crap. Not again. Nice try. Space senses tingling. Asshole. Boop. Boop. There we go.
Another rhyme.
Ah, Christ. What do we got this time? A child needs their mother to keep them safe in a home as their hiding place, because outside the monsters roam and chase. When they ring your doorbell, don't yell. Don't tell them to go away. Give them treats and pray. They won't rock your house to the ground.
Nah.
Yeah. Let's search for more dolls real quick. Let me guess, monster? Monster. Anything in here? No one understood. There goes both of us for Michaels. Me, it was really not Kelvin, as you put it, though. I was attacked by some rabid animals out there. Huh. Got reprimanded. What's this? FBC? Ranger Station, Bunker Woods, Boatyard. Huh. Be nice if you could outright draw a map. Hello.
On greener pastures now.
I'm waiting for the day one of these things come to life. You know? It scares the crap out of me.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure monster should be on the candy.
Keep trying.
Maybe monster on the house? Because monster knocks on the house. There we go. Child and monster. That's what I needed. Trick or treats? Sniff my feet? If you jump scare me, you're gonna get some shell to the face? Hello? Trick or treat. Anyone home? Hey, there's Bright Falls. Sir, I do not appreciate you entering my house without my permission, and I do not appreciate non-visible shadow monsters walking through me to get in. That's not okay. Yeah, I knew they'd go to the bathroom. Sir, I need you to come out of there. No, you son of a bitch. You're getting muddy footprints everywhere. There's the box.
Another charm.
Another life save. Yeah, I did use mine up.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
Are you surprised? Maybe one of these days the Taken will come jumping out of these. I was gonna leave you some cookies, but I was worried an animal would get into them, so I didn't. But it's the thought that counts. Yes, it's the thought that counts, though I would absolutely also love, you know, cookies. Rather than world-altering pieces of paper. Just barely looked over and saw this. Hello.
More of those rhymes.
Yeah, they're getting creepy. To the beach a child went wandering pretty, shiny rocks she gathered, but from the water a monster rose. A horrible beast with a pointy nose, a flappy wing, and a dragging toes. But the child was wrong. It was her mother, all along, on a boat, grabbing a towel that's already gone. Oh. Well, this one's easy enough. Shiny, child, boat, mother. Or not. Oh, does this one require 3? Because the mother's there, the child's collecting shinies, the mother's on the boats, but the monster...
Yes.
Rose from the water. They're getting more complicated. What? What the hell? Do I have to fight something? Oh, crap. Hi. Oh. Oh, hi. This better be good. You're using up some of my ammo. Good going.
Where'd it go?
What do you think? Probably back to the dark hellish realm it came from. God damn, you don't have a front anymore. What? Have that. Crap, crap, crap! I was thinking of COD! My brain got stuck on the wrong game. Ooh, crap. Bad timing. I didn't see that coming. Got him. Woo! I didn't see that coming. He teleported and my arrow dropped out of it. It makes sense, but I didn't anticipate them to think about that. Damn. Take some painkillers, and what is that?
Perfect for my bracelet.
Increases effectiveness of healing. By like how much?
Oh.
Not bad. I don't think where the hell is my inventory? I don't think I included this part in the episode, last episode I believe. But I mentioned about like how gotta play around with things, you know. A healing charm is nice and all, but it's not as good as like maximum health increase, you know? Don't make me do math again. Nope, just a code. Oh, it's math. Oh, I'm back here. What was it again? It was like 177? Yeah. Why? How do I remember that? Okay, don't question it. Take this stuff. Shove your bigger and better puzzles up your bigger and better ass. I think that was more of a compliment than an insult, but either way. Let's go through the boatyard. I haven't explored that yet. Then I think I'll head back to Trailer Park, nab up what's over there, grab the rhyme, from there as well, from the docks over by the boatyard.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
And a manuscript page. That's new. I was wondering what was happening there.
Rose woke up from another dream from her idol. Another message. All through her morning routine, she was humming happily. So happily, she realized she was starting to forget what Alan had told her. Something about a hero who would come to save them all. And the hero... Rose frowned. This won't do, Rose Marigold. You know better than to forget. Something about knitwear. The hero... liked it? Rose nodded, determined. She'd use the knitwork to guide the hero to the secret stash as she had hid in the forest to help them.
Oh,
Knitwear to mark the
shit.
spot. Alan will love that, she thought. Now she only needed the knitwork. Rose thought hard. Mandy May was always knitting. Mandy May would help her.
So Rose is the one helping us with these. Curious. So Rose is our secret savior. That's, interesting and a little concerning. Their FBC thing.
Oh, another rhyme.
We got this time. 5 little monsters out of the sea, competing to see who the winner will be. They rock their boats to find out who floats, till one little monster did fall. Mama called out to the sea and cried, and the sea replied, on the bottom they will rot, they will not stop rocking their boats. That one's, as screwed up as it is easy enough. Actually no. Mother calls out to sea, monster rocks the boats.
That's
There we
it.
go. Game! Really? We were doing so well, and then you decide to crash on me. Ooh, crap. Hi guys, how you doing? Got him. Hey, one of you assholes has my arrow. I want that back. We good? Good. Ah, here we go.
Lots of charms lying around here.
Yep, what does this do? We can cut through. Back at Bright Falls? Yep. Is... That's a drunk person, but I think we're safe. Okay, since we are back in Bright Falls, let's real quickly do this.
Get the clicker to wake and make him fix his attempt to play God. That's the plan.
Attempt, he was successful.
But the FBC have him.
And technically, he wasn't intentionally trying to play God. He wasn't trying to screw with you or hurt your daughter. He knew you from the visions. He began writing to try and end all of this. And it sort of backfired. Because of course it did. I don't think I'm gonna go in there just yet. Watery. I'm gonna go gather up whatever I left behind. Trailer park, as far as memory serves, was the only place with anything that I couldn't get into. There's a lock. There's also the FBC thing I didn't do because I thought I was messing it up. I am glad that I did have the instinct to just keep all of the dolls. That was a good thing, otherwise I'd be picking up a lot of dolls I left behind. You saw that too, right? may just accidentally kick some. Am I losing my mind? Someone just threw 2 explosive canisters at me. But then didn't set them off? Did they think I would be jumpy enough to shoot them myself? That's quite the bet there, buddy.
Sure.
There we go. Wise Elder and Bear on Candy and Sea got
Jesus.
any dead fish? I'm glad someone else commented about it. Why is there suddenly dead fish here? Am I gonna have to fight a bear? That may sound insane, but I've been attacked by wolves that have been taken before. A bear that's taken would not be that surprising, and also is kind of concerning. Oh, that's a bear of a type. Oh! Didn't know I could do that. Got a new box? What is this charm?
A charm for my bracelet.
Ooh. I'll take that. Better resources? Wish I found that a while ago.
Another one of those rhymes.
Yep. Didn't expect that. What we got here? This one's gotta be really good, because I can't even get this until I go to the bunker overlap. The old man who could not see. Okay. The old man who could not see had no children of his own, so he cared for a fawn not yet grown. For the deer for him was dear, and filled his life with love. So... Old man. Got a deer in here somewhere. There we go.
Yes.
Easy enough. Oh, come on. Wrong deer, you idiot. Wait a minute. 2, 3. I did not catch that. Okay, where's 1 then? You know what? I know what 2 and 3 are. So, 2 triangles intersecting in the middle. 2 triangles next to each other. I know what 2 and 3 are. So I can just guess 1. There we go. They offered coffee. I mean, that's a great reward for someone like me, but they offered coffee as the incentive to get the Anderson brothers on board? Well. The funny thing is, the Colts didn't know jack shit about what they were doing. Okay, the Anderson brothers, however, did know what they were doing, so maybe getting the Anderson brothers on board would have actually gotten some good done, but then again, they're also like us, so they don't like to work with other people when they don't need to. It's a flaw in our character. I think I want to go back to Bright Falls. I collected a bunch of stuff at this point, so we're definitely going to have a chance to go back to Cauldron Lake. I think we need to start continuing back on our progress. Forward! First thing first. Update. Fact versus fiction. Nope, there was one of them that needed updating. There we go.
Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending.
Maybe.
And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Good luck with that. Hard to keep an eye on Wake. Things tend to rip him away. There we go.
Overlaps require pieces of art to enter. Is that because of the Dark Place's focus on art?
They at least use it to change the world around them. Whether or not they focus on art on purpose or not is... don't know. Okay. Back to what we were doing. Let's go take a look at the lodge, see how things are looking there. If I remember last time I was here, things were very, bloody.
Hello?
Lady? I am technically an officer of the law. Do I need to arrest you? Manuscript page?
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled, in vain.
Wow, it sounds like Ed was having a problem. What else do we got?
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Oh, trust me, I'm pretty sure Ed's already doing stupid things. Thing is, even though Wake's in control of the story, and this is something Saga needs to realize, even though Wake's in control of the story, he's always given her a way to move forward, a way to fight. He's never left her hanging.
I can't force it
Depending
open.
on what the original story was, that may not have been the case. Wake has been making edits, so he may have made it so that she's able to continue forward as to where, well, I mean, she wasn't even in the original, I guess. Didn't look through here before, but then again, pretty sure this was locked off before. So now we can get through.
Another cult stash?
1, 2, 3. Some sort of pillar thingy? I don't know what those things out in the water are actually called, but one of those pillar thingies.
Well, at least the fishes are biting again.
I wouldn't suggest eating any fish in there. So 697. It's all those numbers in the right order. So 697. First one is right there next to the boat, highest. 9 is over there, and then 7 is over there. Can't really see it. 697. Better than making me do math. Ooh! Finally! If you steal from the cult will come for you. Good luck with that. Tickets! Pouch upgrade. Been waiting for that. Nah, screw that stash. I want to make progress.
Okie dokie. I don't like the sounds coming from the station.
Oh, no. What does that mean for us? Hello? Return 6. Scratch. Well, I knew he was going to show up eventually. let me guess, after the FBC took control of the situation that they were nowhere near prepared for, everything went to hell, right?
Power's out.
And the
Always a
place
good
is
sign.
trash. Yes, always a good sign. The place is absolutely wrecked. So I'm guessing that
Anyone
means...
here?
I'm here, in the closet.
And you seem to be shot. Let me guess. The Colts? Scratch? Who was it?
There's
How badly
taken
did it
inside.
go?
Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake?
Don't
Door's
know.
locked though.
Oh,
Agent Estevez?
yeah. Oh, come on. You guys were terribly underprepared, weren't
Agent
you?
Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Are you glad
Looks
I
like
did
it's
it?
a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm far more on the uptake than you are. I know there's a Taken. I know how dangerous they are, and I know how to deal with them. Like, ooh, big one. Come on, stop blocking. Good luck. That. Am I on the table? I got the high ground, bitch! I love that that was the killing blow. That's what I said when I got the killing blow. Oh, crap. Yeah, you guys were not prepared for what was gonna happen.
All clear, Estevez. That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
Oh, no kidding. It's as if you've completely screwed up, and I was doing everything needed to be done to save the world. But you were so cocky. FBC can do everything, huh?
What happened
Assholes.
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. But I can't be invaded.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him.
Oh.
Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
Got you. What is FBC doing here?
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring Altered World event.
Yep,
The
there we
Shadow is
go.
stronger than we expected. We're low on resources. Problems at HQ.
You think?
But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Yeah, I know. Stuff to stabilize it, like you have in the Hold's house. And yeah, I can imagine you're having problems with HQ. Depending on where we are in the timeline right now, your HQ is under siege.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is the para-utilitarian.
It's sort of,
The
yeah.
word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Not quite. I need the cells open.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway.
No kidding.
Don't make me regret this, Anderson.
I know what I'm doing.
Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. I need these keys.
Take that. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Back into the morgue, huh?
That's where this
Fantastic.
all started. Where this whole thing began to go down. Yeah, and yeah, Wake's connected to it, but only sort of. It's more like Wake was taken by the story and now it's, you know, doing what he does. Doing what he can do.
Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake? Door's locked, though.
There we go. Yeah, protocols don't mean crap, and I'm pretty sure your original boss is dead. I mean, does kind of depend, I guess, on whose orders you were under. Was it Wake, or was it Jess? I'm thinking we may be a pair of
You read me, Anderson?
I
well.
read you.
Hi.
Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job.
Of course.
But no, I got it from your partner.
Yeah.
Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get
I've
the
done
power
this a
going
few
again.
times
Yeah.
now, I got it.
On it.
I've killed like 4 of these taken at this point. I've freed a good chunk of the world from their control. I'm pretty sure I can handle this. God, you people were not ready. Gotta love the cocky intro though. Coming in, helicopters and everything. God damn. Talk about putting your own foot in your mouth. So that's one. So line, that. I either need a translator or I need to get my eyes checked. Maybe a bit of both? Technically, I don't have my rifle on me right now. Decided to drop it since I didn't have any ammo for it. Was big. Unless you got a flashlight or a flare, that ain't gonna do crap. Actually, you can. Aim for the feet. You know, they always say sweep a girl off her feet. Well, you want to sweep the taken off their feet too. Just maybe don't buy them dinner afterwards. They're kind of assholes.
Stay the fuck down!
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold
Yeah.
your fire!
Yep.
I'm coming in!
Please don't shoot me. I know I've been an asshole and a prick of a partner, but not that bad. Don't shoot me. Need to get this preface intact. You really got screwed on that rifle, didn't you? Single loading? On the fuse box. Just need to find a fuse.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Sort of.
Could use a bit more light.
Funny.
A bit
Stay put,
more
Casey.
light.
I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
See, Wake added Saga into the story because he saw her in the overlaps. Because he saw her, that's why he added her in, but he's never seen Casey. Except in the story. What if when writing her in, he gave her a partner, someone that could help her? And it became Casey. And that's maybe why he didn't become a Taken. That's why he wasn't as severely phased.
How are you holding up?
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
Profile, that's what my situation is.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Very interesting.
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. The thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Yeah, and I'm thinking because you are a piece of story, that's why you're not quite taken yet.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Ooh.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now.
Seems to be it.
I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
That's convenient.
I'll take care of it.
Also, concerningly enough, oh no, I don't trust it. I'm thinking your kid may actually be dead. And that was true. I don't know. Because Wake didn't know your kid, he just knew you.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up.
Don't worry, dealt with enough of them. Hi. Oh, right in the titty. Sorry about that.
More coming down.
Yeah, I can figure that out. They scream as they run. What the hell? Yeah, it's one of these. Young lady, get out of there. Get out of me? What the hell? Come on. Claire! Claire! Heal, 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 heal. Got it.
Shadows point. Top 100 American.
I get it. Oh god, you are. Oh, okay. Whew, I've seen
Situation is
some
under
crap,
control,
but
Estevez.
still.
Coming back up.
Copy.
Yeah, also don't be cocky. Don't say it's under control until you know it's under control. And it's not under control until the story ends, okay?
Anderson.
Oh, crap. For a second, I thought I was about to be shot. Hello.
Behind the counter. Got a little cramped in that closet.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Yeah. Thing is, though, like I said, they're not evil. They're just idiots. They're fighting the darkness. They just don't realize how they actually should do that.
Is the FBC sending any help?
Doubtful.
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
Yeah.
What's at the lake house?
It's a bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
Damn.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
just leave the research out of this, okay? I don't need to know the actuality of my situation. I just want to believe. Let me believe, and I'll shoot whatever decides to get in the way of that. Ooh. New shotgun. So the cult... So there was a cult in New York. So if you didn't catch what that said, essentially there was a cult in New York, and when they got that under control, suddenly one appeared out here. Both following the, Wake. Both following Wake and his abilities and all of that stuff. Don't forget, A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, I equals 9, J equals 0, K equals 1, L equals 2. Okay. And of course someone was microwaving fish, because why not? Idiots. So I'm guessing this is what has to do with the code. So what do we have here? Memory loss. Battle of the brain. Why aren't they all marked though? I'm thinking the names, because if you try and pull something out, the titles get too many. Have you tried the individual letters, maybe first letters? So Q, B, W? Those aren't all marked here. But I guess technically going by what we have here, Q would be 7, W would be 3, and B would be 2. We already know that, so 7, 2, 3? Hey, there we go. Shotgun. I call shotgun. Do that.
I'm sure Sheriff
There we
Breaker
go.
wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Yeah. If the sheriff's not dead yet, stop right there. Find the pump action. Okay, there's save. All accounted for. Find all weapons for both characters. Nice. Oh crap, that means Wake's not gonna get any new weapons. Nice, I like that. My other characters only got 3 weapons. I mean, for the dark place it works, but like, oof, ouch. I feel like Wake gets a little shafted on that one. Okay, let's go see if we can do a little bit of a prison break.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Also,
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga. You fucking shot me. Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker!
Are you trying to convince me to let you
come
out?
to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea.
Neither do you.
Let us out. You can't stop it. None of you can.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark.
Ooh.
Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
Ooh. Also, interesting. So, if the oldest house is still dark, because I can't remember exactly, but didn't Jess decide that until they regained complete control of the oldest house, they weren't going to let anyone in or out, right? They basically closed it off to everyone else. Hello. Have fun.
I don't have the key.
No, you don't.
Saga.
Ah, there you are. Yep.
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
A lot of things.
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
Gotcha. Also, I mean, he's not wrong. He is trying to fix it. From the dark place, he had to go darker, but now that he's in the real world, he's able to change things in a way he couldn't when he was under siege by darkness.
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter.
That's the plan.
Yes,
hopefully.
I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Oh no.
Fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga!
Scratch.
There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Good luck. He can move through things, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, he lights a jacket. Hey, Scratch. Or should I say Tom Zane? I know you're not awake.
Shit. Scratch. He was pretending to be awake. The plan is fucked. Estevez,
oh,
come
wait.
in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
How do I activate the lights?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
Gotcha. Okay, so I was wrong. Wake is not out of the dark place, which is fine! Because I had a feeling that might be the case. There is time dilation between the two, but that's not quite what's going on here. Ah, come on.
There must be a way to slow him down.
There is. Oh crap, that's not working! Here we go. There we go. Okay, so I gotta hit him.
2 more to go.
Yeah, I got that. Here we go. Come on. Got it. Got it. We're good. What the hell just happened? So much for your containment.
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Find Wake. That's what you do. So, how's everyone doing? So, I guess it's, Hey, Elmo. Sorry about what happened. Not really my fault. He did kind of attack me. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna end this episode off here. Interesting. So it isn't Wake that got back. It was Scratch, which I guess makes sense based off what we saw in Wake's portion of what we did. We saw essentially Return was... It didn't involve Saga. It didn't involve any of that. It involved Scratch escaping. It was a story Scratch wrote. I think in Wake trying to write a story that would allow him to escape, he accidentally wrote one that allows Scratch to escape. And then Wake tried to rewrite it. So it's not Wake that's out. So Wake's still in the dark place, sort of working side by side with us to try and stop this. Interesting. Didn't anticipate that. Either way, right now, I'm going to leave this episode of Alan Wake 2 off here. Next episode, we're going to see how everyone in this police station is doing, and then I think we will jump back to Wake's story as soon as I find a bucket. And then we'll jump back to Wake's story and see what he has to say about the whole situation. Maybe make progress on his stuff. I don't know. It might be the final episode. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes. Like, most of this recording was me going and searching for stuff. The actual, like, play part was very short for what I had to do. So, next episode may be that last episode. We finish off Wake, then we finish off Saga, and we see what the hell happens. Who comes out on top? Either way, right now, hope you all enjoyed this episode of Alan Wake 2. If you did think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As well, there's a playlist down in the description where you can watch past future episodes. Other than that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Great.